Yeah. That's downloads actually. Documents. All right. Ready for it? Here we go. Here we go. All right, GitHub.com. I need to take a look at something. Something errored. Gonna open this. Fix some bugs. Alright, here's what we need to do. Status, okay, good. We need to check out main, and afterwards see what's going on there. Failed loading the death UI. Why? Okay. There we go. I'm now streaming. Wowza. Very funny. Status. We need to bug fix this now. Switch. Oh. Right. I need to open up my password manager. Cause why not? I love GitHub. Okay. Small error. Let's quickly fix that. I need to rebase this. Oh, for the love of... I get... Oh. I'm struggling to pull this thing in the first place. Oh. And then afterwards we re-push it. Bam. Bug fix with switching branches. That's all we needed. So now we got this right here. We just changed these two and then renamed these two. That's all we did. Huh? Oh, they oh, very strange bars were generated like this. So essentially, let me open up a text document to explain. I think this is the copy paste thing. Essentially, you got this, and then afterwards it's like branch stuff here, and then other branch stuff. Essentially, this is what a git merge, not merge, a rebase is. If you don't know, what the fuck? I am bleeding profusely. What the hell? Anyways, I don't think that matters. But what matters is that this, specifically this right here, this is what a git thing looks like. I think the guy got a little bit confused. So, that's a rebase. Any code you need, any code you to accept, the other just perform the changes. And remove the arrows after when done with the conflict. So now, once you're done with the conflict, thank you, Mastodon. Now, once you're done with the conflict, next, you just merge it in. Next. That showed on the side. Perfect. You could have set this in the group chat, but whatever. I guess I'm too reliable. Just a little too reliable. Like, I don't know. The stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. The recommended bitrate was 250, right? Yeah. Oops. Anyways, the recommended bitrate was 250, and I'm currently pumping out 183, 1800 essentially. I could split that a little further. Keyword could. Should is another issue entirely. Like you can see with my splitter right here, because I'm also streaming live on Twitch, it's splitting this bitrate right here. 18K. YouTube believes it's 15K. And that's very funny, because YouTube is wrong. But you can see it like speed equals 1. Essentially, like it's just doing it pretty quick. I think it might be splitting at 30 FPS. I'm actually not sure. Might be splitting fine. Anyways, now that I explained GitHub stuff, let's go back. We need to go and switch our branch to development. Now we open this up. Why? Well, it's right there. It's still looping thing, right? Oh no, it's gonna be the looping dependencies. So clearly what I'm doing before, it's not working. Thought it worked, but it didn't. So how would I go about doing this? Well, I would go over here, get repositories, EmberRite. Then afterwards, it would be in levels, because these are regular transitions. I'm gonna open all of these in Kate. Level shape. Perfect. Just remove those. Bye-bye. And then remove the transition. Scroll up. Transition. Oops. Bye. Next scene. Transition. I'm so lucky Godot engine. Or a transition. Good help by spelling it correctly. You know, the correct way of spelling. Alright. That should fix everything. So this should fix everything. Level, start depths, scene level, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. I think we've seen this before. Level. And then mission. I think that should work. Reopen it. Okay, we can fix this. Status levels. Scene level. Dark World 03. This one. And then reload. This might be fine now. Ah, it's fine. That's how you fix everything. That's how you fix everything. I'm so good at this game development stuff. For now, we just have to remove first level transition. Because the simple way is not working, unfortunately. There we go. I feel like that's supposed to play a sound, right? Like a sound or something. Yeah, maybe that's supposed to play a sound and I just don't know. Let me take a look-see. Is it in the game manager? No. What is it, game over, right? Is this function even used anywhere? I don't think it is. You don't connect to anything. Hit. But it's health components. So we go to the player, the health component. I don't know why we need a separate health component. This is what it gets. On a hit. So this is hits. Step, 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 dash. We don't have a hurt sound? We don't have a hurt sound? We have a dash. I could just try to... No way, I could do this instead. Pixabay. We don't go to Pixabay for their images, we go to the sounds, and we need metal. I love that one. This one's a good one. Please download. Pretty please. Why am I unable to download? That's just that. I think it's in an audio element. Just trying to find it right now. Is it in a video elements? No. What is a Firefox audio element? Oh, you know what? It could be mixed within the client itself. It won't work, that's fine. I'll just go to Chrome. Why is Chrome looking better? Should not happen. Whatever. His services are no longer necessary. Perfect, perfect. This will be hits. Afterwards, we've got the player. Okay. With the hit sound itself. Perfect. So we just get node, hit, hut, hit sounds, play it, and that's all we do. Should work like a breeze, easy breezy. Yes. Hehehehe. It works. That's all that matters, is that it works. What's next on the bucket list? Making it the next level, of course. We should... What should we introduce? We should have a little bit more to it. Here's this. Copy. Paste. Perfect. These spikies don't deserve to exist. Aha! I think that works. That works really well. Bam. Yeah. Can you reach over it? Well, maybe, yes, you can. Do this. Rotate this so it's like this. And afterwards, grab this unrotated. For which then we'll just do this. Apply that. This right here. And then put down. This, no. This. And I don't know, blocks. Lots of blocks. Whoop. This one, I think you... Yep. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works a lot. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Cramp space to this, you filthy casual. Let me expand it a little bit this way. So you need to like build up to the cramp space essentially. Perfect. Out of sheer funny, we'll put some spikes up top. Why not? Because I'm just that funny, you know. Don't jump. Those actually hurt. And afterwards... we'll do the squeeze right here. I don't think that's possible. Perfect. Let's test it out. You could be careful. It's just one spike. I think that's the funny part. It's just one little spiky. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Put that right there. And then we'll broaden our horizons. Like so. Make this go up just a smidge. The level transition being right here. Should probably put something If next level equals null. Error. Which error? Which error? Next level. Just in case, like, you don't know, would Silver Bite not push something like that? You never know. You never know. Let's see here. This area doesn't even have a next level transition. Place that right there. World of 6. Nice, nice. We're just gonna put that right there, main menu. Modulates. Because if I'm gonna be honest, everything seems a little too bright. Just darken. Can I adjust what gets darkened? No. I could get a color rect. Put that in front of everything on the viewports. Just slightly transparent. Slightly darker. Then we can cover everything. That looks a lot better in my opinion. That looks a lot better in my opinion. That right there, call that backdrop. Is there a freeze player? Let's make a new funny function called freeze player. So we just set ourselves beautiful. Move and slide. It's the idle state. doesn't look like. Interesting. So player goes in equal true. Velocity equal 2 0 0. I think that's everything. So now, specifically for this one, I just want to make a very large cavern. Afterwards, grab this one. Yes. This one, and there's spikies. Oh, that's the canvas modulate. I want to copy this specifically. Remove any and all spike-tastics. Words. Perfect. Nice. How large is this cavern, by the way? I think it's large enough to where we could grasp how far we've fallen. But we need to fall a little bit further. Afterwards, we have this. Area 2D. Where's my area 2D? There you are. Put you right there. Yeah, you're perfect. Just the way you are. Collision. Now we take this. We call this one the dark script. Dark script? You want to call it dark script? We'll call it dark script. Body area entered. Body is here. body dots. There goes in. How do we get unfrozen? Well, here's how we get unfrozen. Wait a minute, this could be a gameplay feature. This could be a game... Ah, whatever. It's fine. We won't have a gameplay feature right now. I think it's all Gucci. I think it's all Gucci. Essentially, let's look at the player script again. We want to be able player frozen, picture fan dash equals true. Specific things need to happen. States dash how do we figure out states? Okay, this is really funny. Well, I'm dead. That's really funny. Oh, man. So on state dash, player frozen equals false. Did is equals false. So the only way to get out, of it is within a dash, okay. Now we just fill this whole thing up with spikes. Now, once we fill everything with spikies, essentially what that would mean, our magical little spiky doodads. It's not necessarily going to guide the player. It's just going to say, hey, fall down straight line. If you don't fall down in a straight line, then it sucks to be you. I guess you get damaged. And if you just so happen to get over here somehow, bah. I don't know. Here, have some more spikes. I'm sure this will work out smoothly. Spike upside down, why not? Will you even notice that? You might notice that. I don't care. Here. There you go. Now that we put those in there. Here. So now essentially, we're introducing a player to a dash. Fall down the pit. It's funny every time. Then you dash your way over. In order to make that apparent, in order to make that more apparent, we need to add these assets. Keyboard. It's F. Big key F. Power key F? I don't know, whichever one works. Now, in case if someone doesn't know the direction, power key D. And T. D. And label there. It's a plus sign. Where did the label go? There you are. Where you ain't fleeing from me. Just gonna slap that right here. Plus sign. D plus F. Give me some space. There we go. D plus F. Now, here's the cool part. We just go down here. We fall. Hopefully you don't hit any spikes. D plus F. What happens if you do D plus F? Ah, I'm so good. And then, if you go back, get injured, idiot, because you're stupid. You're a moron. You think you could freeze twice? You think you could freeze twice? No, you can't. What makes you think? Hello. Hello there, Critter Steph. How's it going today? I'm currently making a lot of spike. As you could clearly see from the amount of... We should put spikes right there. Anyways, spike. Lots of spike. If you're wondering what this whole entire world is supposed to be, is essentially just a basic tutorial for the player itself, introducing you to all the mechanics and stuff like that. Oh, nice! Oh, exams are always pretty exhausting. Hopefully you passed all of them. I'm doing pretty well so far. We started the stream 55 minutes ago, so I am still doing pretty well. Previously in the stream, we fixed something that happened to the Git repository. I honestly don't know what happens. But that's about it. Doing pretty darn well. I'm having a blast. That there. Slap that there. Maybe some black right there too. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Now, what? I've held senior positions in multiple volunteer-run IT groups, and Git is still a mystery to me sometimes. Yeah, that makes sense. Essentially, my person I'm doing this project with has no idea what happened. It was doing a merge conflict, is what I'm pretty sure what was happening. But they didn't know what a merge conflict looked like, so they thought it was just Git bugging out. And I don't know how to help them since all their changes are on their side. Maybe they could just push it to the branch, or I could just merge it for them. Whatever they want. Level transition. Did I make that in the previous one? Oh, no, it's empty. Oh, I don't want a circular dependency. There we go. Move that. Could have them push to a branch. You can merge. Fast forward yourself then, maybe? Yeah, most likely. I mean, that's probably the best option. Although I never did fast forward a merge before. The only thing I ever did was rebase the stuff. It's probably something I don't know. Difference between rebase and fast forward. Graphite? Who's graphite? Maybe this is worthwhile. No divergent commits between them. Oh yeah, rebase, my bad. No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to quick alert something. Effectively catching up commits with the other branch without having a commit new merge commit. Oh. Oh, some regular poll. Okay, gotcha. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. 407. Now what? We introduced the player to... Do I really? I want this tile on my player instead. Go away. You don't get to advertise in my chat. Oops. Grab this. Perfect. Now we can just easily erase everything. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, previous level that I copied. So now, we consistently need to do stuff with dash. Dash enabled. Boink. Dash enabled. Now you get dash. Is it really that easy? Well, it doesn't work when I immediately walk off. Oh, this is a previous level. Stop, press play, there we go. Okay. That works. Yeah. Up and down. Perfect. So now we can do stuff with dash. And I know we need to implement another mechanic in a couple more levels. That next mechanic would be the temperature mechanic. Ooh. I have a Nix flake that I'm trying to turn into a Git repo because somehow things keep saving in the folders instead of the volumes they're supposed to. I've been dragging like 500 .log.gunzip files every time I rsync to try out the changes. Wow. That sounds painful. I'm not a Nix user myself. I know there's plenty of people that I'm around who use Nix. Depending on people's use cases, some people prefer Nix, some people don't. I'm just using straight Debian right now. I didn't know you could turn like an entire Nix flake into a Git repo though. That sounds cool. Maybe I should try Nix for specifically only that and nothing else. Let's see here. Dashy. How about we dash up a wall? That's a good use case. So we got a wall right here. Well, it doesn't work if it's too high up. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, the idea is your system configuration includes packages are tracked by Git, so you can roll back and rebuild if you blow up your kernel or something. Nice. That's pretty cool. And I'm assuming that all the Nix packages are like hosted somewhere else, like Debian or whatever, and you could just like easily grab them from a server. Just like every other platform, like Arch Linux or Debian, etc, etc. Ubuntu Snap as well. Let's make this cave bigger. That doesn't look big. Well, how big was it previously? 6, 5, 6. We'll do this. There you go. There you go. Big cave. Big cave. Huge cave. This cave is large. There we go. Scale a wall. It's about 4 tall. Scale another wall that is 4.5 tall. And once you're done scaling that to a 4.5 tall wall, would that be the end of it? See, here's the thing. Oh, it depends. NixOS Group or WTV, whatever they're called, has a build server, but for some more specific things, you need to compile from source. If it has a Nix flake for it, if it doesn't, you need to write one yourself. Ah. Interesting. So it'd be something complex. That sounds very complex. It sounds like a mix of a lot of different operating systems that I've used before. Like as the flakes of a server, compile from source like OpenSUSE. In specific cases, you could just grab a file and then it'll just compile everything for you, much like Make does. wonder what its use case is. Probably just version control. This is very interesting. I'm happy sticking with Debian. Debian person. I'm assuming since you know a lot about Nix, then you're like into computers and stuff, similar to what I'm doing. Just barely. I don't think barely could cut it since this is speaking here. I would have been a Debian Can I speak? I would have been a Debian critter if it worked whenever I tried it. I tried 3 times and I've always had crazy issues. They crop up. It's just weird whenever they show up, essentially. Like, for example, I was trying to get something specific with OBS, so that way I can multi-stream to both Twitch, and then afterwards, let me grab this one, to YouTube itself. Now, the thing with it is that in order to make it work, like, there was a Debian file for it, for the OBS plugin. But it didn't work because it relied on Ubuntu's packages. So I think like the stream before the last stream, I struggled for like 1.5 hours before I had to call it quits. And then when I was offline during streaming, after that, oh god, indeed. After that, essentially now, I bashed something in FFmpeg that allowed stuff to multi-stream. This was painful to find, but once I did find it, I was now able to multi-stream. And the cool part about this script is that I'm able to split it 3 ways if I so choose. Very lovely, yes. I could even split it 4 ways if I'm insane, or have another server that could actually support that type of thing. But none of my other computers have graphics cards in them, so that's probably not going to bode well for itself. I could always try, though. I could always try. Put that right there. So we'll do a 3, and then 3.5? 3.5. You make games as well, Critter Steph? I want to use fast... I wanted to use fast fetch instead of neofetch once. It required setting up a PPA. That thing gave me errors for the rest of the install's lifetime. Oh, terrible. So you have to set up a PPA, not like... No, I don't want to make games or anything. I'm very bad at coding. Fair enough. This isn't really much code, though. I know I opened up a player script. That was a lot of code. That's just to get things working smoothly. For games itself, it doesn't really require much code. I'm pretty sure you could do all of this in about 30 lines. This freeze thing right here, let's see. 4 whole lines of code. It's very simple. All you have to do is give it a shot. But if you don't, I understand. Why is everything erroring? Can't add child. Why? I mean, you already added child. You can't do much about it now, Godot. we call that, we'll just sweep it up under the rug, it's fine. So if you don't code, what do you do then? You do like art stuff? Do I want to make it boost over a ledge? We could just have one level, one example. We could just have this boost up once. We'll just do it once. One whole boost, essentially. Then afterwards... Yeah, okay. The most that I've ever made was a rudimentary Conway's Life with colors, but I intended it as a wallpaper for my 4K monitor and ended up using like 40 gigabytes of RAM, even with it being Rust. I don't know how you did it. I'm guessing you used a very, very, very large array and it had a heart attack or something. We'll go study chemistry next year. Nice! Chemistry is fun. If you were to understand it. I don't, but it still seems very fun. My chemistry teacher had a blast teaching me all the chemistry stuffs. Level transition. What is your major in specific like chemistry theme? Like what do you plan on doing within the field of chemistry? Yes, it was an array of every pixel being rendered. And it iterated over every pixel. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Let me do some quick math. 4K monitor. Hold on. 16 by 9 resolutions. Control F, 4K. This times this. Calculator. Okay, so it would at minimum, if nothing were to happen, use like at least 1 gigabyte. Now I'm wondering what propped it up to 40 gigabytes once it like started doing things. Probably all the math and stuff. Alright, thank you, website. Dark. 008. We will copy everything from here. Paste it here. Shots. Then afterwards, grab this. Erase. Oh! Every pixel was a struct with its color and state and pointers to every neighboring pixel. So neighboring pixel, 1 GB would go to 8. I don't think it's struct matter. The color matters, depending on how you do colors. It was either black and white, which would probably take 2, putting it up to 16 bare minimum, or if it does like multiple colors, like black, gray, white, it would add 1 more to it. Okay, yeah, I could see how it takes up 40 GB now. At least you did it in Rust. I'm a pretty big fan of Rust. 8-bit RGB because pride flags. Now the ultimate question, did your computer explode? Yes, it did. I'm sorry to hear that blew up. I mean, at least you made something. And with that being said, you at least made a wallpaper. Not many people do that itself. Like, I don't think I've ever made a wallpaper before. I don't think I even tried making Conway's Game of Life, actually. But for chem, I will see if I could go down a chemistry physics branch. Otherwise, I'll do something like big molecules that could trap other molecules. It sounds like you are oversimplifying something, except for this part. A chemistry physics branch. Chemistry and physics combine? Are you able to combine chemistry and physics? I mean, technically you probably could, because speed... You probably could, because speed is always a factor with temperature and all. Okay, yeah, I could see that being a thing. Sounds like fun. Hope you have a blast in chemistry. It's right here. This right here. How do we make this? We have an easy hop over. The idea was to have a Conway's Life as your desktop. It would start as a pride flag. And randomly evolve with a gradient and whatnot, with it triggering like once every 5 seconds. So probably not CPU intensive, but RAM, nom nom, with RAM. It's an interesting concept. Conway's Game of Life with a gradient. I wonder how. Do you still have that on like a GitHub or something? That'd be pretty interesting seeing what you did actually. Not even a GitHub, a regular Git repo. I host my own stuff. Oh, me being dumb. I forgot to read her message. Yes, I will see if I can do research on my way, on the way bonding works or something. Nice. I have I have the repo still, yes. Nice. May I see it? I'm gonna like star and favorite and do all the stuff you usually do with repos. Is watching still a thing? I think watching. I'm gonna watch the repo. Gonna get nothing in my email because nothing will change in it. Splat area. So it should be. No, that's too low. Specifically right here. We have to bring this up a little more. The only reason is because of that. I know I'm able to make that. You're able to just regularly jump that. I'd have to set up a Forcho instance or something on my server. And already got my hands full migrating my services from OpenSUSE to NixOS. OpenSUSE corrupted my PC. Nothing goes easy with you. Sorry that your volume got corrupted somehow. So you have a repo somewhere on your thing, but it's not hosted on like Git or whatever. I am cursed to break every piece of software I touch. You could try breaking Forcho. I mean, it's been a reliable piece. I've upgraded it 4 major versions, and nothing actually broke. It's all still fine. Like if we go over here, it still works. Even though I upgraded it from 11 to 15. It's been reliable for me so far. Maybe it'll be reliable for you. Finish off this level. So it should be easy. No spikies. They just got introduced to... Forgot about that. Okay, thank you. Oh god, I still need to update from 14 to 15 on the Pupples Committee infra I manage. I want to do it properly, but we're doing everything through Docker. And I can't properly export it, and yeah, so if you're having trouble exporting the thing itself, this is assuming that you did a couple of things. I know it automatically creates a volume itself, so you have the volume itself. The only thing I know you would probably need is manually named the Docker container itself. If you're able to do that, then it should have saved it within whatever the heck the Docker volumes are stored. You have to go into super user and then manually copy everything from Docker into your regular file system. Then how I did it is I zipped up everything, upgraded Hewwo, grabbed the zip, unzipped everything afterwards into the Docker itself, and then afterwards set permissions, because if you copy everything as super user, every single thing is gonna be super user, and then afterwards, if you don't fix it, it's just going to error out. So that's how I was able to do everything. Hopefully everything goes well for your Hewwo project. Oops. Got to enable dash. Dash is enabled over here. Oh wait, this is assuming you're not using like the desktop version of Docker. Like, what was it called? Docker Desktop? I think it sucked. I think it sucked so bad. I hate Docker Desktop. It's the worst. Oh, I missed. Okay, made it. Possible. It is 100% possible. Oh, well. It's possible to fall as well. It's possible to fall as well. All right. I remember I did a Hewwo dump, but woo. I remember I did a Hewwo dump, but the docs, it says that unless the container is stopped, it might not include non-finalized transactions. That is true. But I can't dump it if the container is down because I can't access the container. Also true. Which is why that I know it automatically created the volume. So you're forced to use super user and copy all of the data out of the volume once the container is stopped. It's super roundabout, and the first time doing an upgrade, it was painful. No, it's some old desktop PC from 2006 we found, and I put Rocky on it. What the heck is Rocky? I have... Oop, thank you, window. I've never heard of Rocky before. Sounds fun. Why do I have this open? Oh yeah, I was fixing the dependencies. This is just a... Rocky is a downstream of RHEL. Well, what is RHEL? I could probably just search it up right here. Oh. Okay. RHEL. I don't use Red Hat, so it's... I didn't know that was an acronym for it. So good luck trying your best to export it. Because I know you have a computer from 2006. This I have over here is a computer from 2008. That's what my entire website is running on, and that is what my server is currently running as well for the Hewwo instance. I think the only thing that's upgraded on it is actually its RAM. Everything else is 2008 tech. So it's amazing. It runs. Let's have a level transition. So now what? Okay, so would the next one be adding spikies? Or would the next one be introducing the temperature system? Well, I think if we have this as hard, have a Raspberry Pi with Caddy that handles half of my subdomains and proxies the rest to a refurbished Elite. Well, I bought it for $100 that itself runs traffic. I know what traffic is. It's Caddy. As you can tell, I'm a much better system administrator than a programmer. No, yeah, I get it. Oh, that's what that is. I use Rust for my stuff. And then proxy everything through, what was it called? Nginx. That's what I use. But yeah, you are definitely a more solid system admin if I haven't even heard like half of the things you're talking about. I admire your system administration capabilities. And eventually, once you pass all your classes, your chemistry capabilities as well. 009. Save. Sprayer. B. No, wait, not this. Do not copy that. Copy this. Then we paste it here. As a child. I need to go back to that fallen one. Uh-huh. Apparently, that's not enough pixels. Holy! You have your own Tailscale server. Never heard of that one. Let's go down the line. I've heard of Jellyfin, only because my brother, I think he pirated some stuff, got caught pirating because he's a big dumb dummy dumb who doesn't know how to get caught pirating. Or doesn't know how to properly pirate stuff. And he ran Jellyfin to essentially do that stuff. Oh! This is probably something I need. Jellyfin and Star AAR stack. I know what Matrix server is. I'm trying to get my own Forge? My own Fediverse server up, but that's taking some time. AAR stack. What is this? Oh, stars. Well, that doesn't... That's... I'm still confused. What's a star? Music, movie, ebook, or TV show collections. Ah. Interesting. I have no idea what the use case for something like this is. I guess to store files. That's about it. I usually just use my Forge host server to like store binaries because I'm lazy. Like no one's gonna find stuff in private repository. Tailscale is a wired WireGuard mesh. What is it? Automatic piracy. And you don't get caught if it's automatic? That's pretty cool. Oh, WireGuard is a thing. That's with tail scaling? Oh wait, that's part of tail scale. Hold on. I need to activate like 2 more brain cells. Let's get to reading. Network tunneling protocol, cryptic communication channels. It's designed to replace open VPN. No, I use a VPN. I'm over here trying to develop games. So the WireGuard mesh is something that's, quote, is designed to replace VPNs, other VPN protocols. Oh, it's lightweight. Concurrent connections with minimal overhead per session. Have reviewed the protocol and security auditors have examined it, identified and allowed for the correction of minor issues. Review the white paper. WireGuard mesh is like having a Wi-Fi LAN, but wherever you go. Okay, that's actually pretty sick. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm assuming it helps facilitate whatever funny piracy stuff you're having right now. I don't even know. With this specific one, Star. I have to investigate Star. I use a very funny way of getting around detection methods for torrents. And maybe Star will make it easier. Oh. It's usual for the... Speaking in 3, 2... It's useful for SSH away from home without exposing it to the internet. Ah. It's a security thing. Okay, I get you. I'd probably just use SSH itself. And I have before. I see the use case for it. I think the use case is pretty cool. You probably have 10 other services you aren't even talking about. And it's gonna require me to also pull up a browser just to find out what they are. Next level up there. Did I do the same thing for this one? Yes, yes I did. No. Alright. Still a lot of system administration that you're doing, though. Props to you for keeping up with all that. It took me several years before I updated my Forcho. Oh, water. Water's good. Drink water today. So how do we introduce the new system? First of all, we need to create the new system. Let's look at the design documents. Has it been updated? No, because it still says Godot 4.6. So, balance. Temperature system goes hand in hand with balance. Yep. So enable remove the rate difficulty, blah 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 blah. I am somehow useless at solving programming problems, but when it comes to hosting stuff, I could somehow Houdini the problems away. Except DNS issues, they'll still kick my ass. Fair enough. I'm not a system administrator, so the only problem I had is that DNS takes too long to update, and it only takes like 10 minutes. But that's the only issue I had with it. You probably had a lot more issues that I've never heard of. Let's do this. The heck? I think this is from Kirby. It's good stuff. DMCA incoming. True. I don't really worry about it. I only care more about strikes, and those usually don't happen. Because I'm usually only playing background music. Temperature. So let's put a new theme. Why is this here? Separate those two. Then why are they separated? Temperature mechanic. Temp. Yeah, let's put the bar. Call this temp enabled. That look. About a complete. Cool, that's false. Current temperature is a float. It's going to equal 45 starts. 5 max. Also floats. 200 probably. It's actually still you. Oh yeah, by the way, I use VS Code with Comic Sans. You know what? Good on you. Good on you. When I'm handling with Godot Engine, I handle this and whatever font this is. Any other themes, C++, Rust, I use Kate and monospace, like font size 10 or whatever. Because I like seeing all of my code on one screen, and I do not like to scroll like doing this. But this has so many lines to it. So now we can't make this a temperature thing. Or, we are making this. We can't make it a timer thing, specifically. So if we can't make it a timer thing, then we have to make it on specific themes. States. It says right here, certain themes, like dashing or climbing, consume. So essentially, okay, I don't like how complex they're putting in the balance system. I think that's pretty stupid. I think it should just be a bar. And it should only specifically be when dashing and climbing. So for this level, dash is enabled, player frozen is not, temperature enabled. We're going to enable both of those. Then afterwards we go to start dash. If that, then true. Dash. We should probably just put another variable here. This one's going to be bar. Temp. Temperature. Fingers. Temperature change. Notes. You're gonna be pan. With that, we go down to start dash. Amazing. Contributed 260 total to the Give Me Balls challenge. I wonder how big the challenge is now. How do I view challenges? Well, let's figure that out later. Right now, I know I set the challenge to like 3,000. So, print temperature minus equals temperature change. This will only happen if temperature enabled. You scroll up here. If temperature change enabled. Right now, pause. Right now we'll pass. Specifically, passing right here. Then afterwards, we go to player. With the GUI itself, where did you put in the GUI? Canvas layer? No, that's where the blur is to fix like a bug. HUD? Okay, why is it in HUD? Why do we need a separate thing for HUD? That's odd, isn't it? Well, if we have a separate thing for HUD, I'm sure it's fine. It's in our lives. We need add specifically a color rect. I really do not care what this looks like right now. The only thing that matters, right below this, 60. Is 200 enough? It looks too fat. 50. S40 is fine. With that, take this. Yeah, creator staff, if you're enjoying the stream, by the way, you could just follow me so that way you don't miss anything else of me trying to game my dev. Oh yeah. Yes. Let's see. Correct. You're gonna be blue. This is HSV. You're gonna be blue. Dark blue. More balls for the cause. Yes. Let's see here. Main bar. This is 200, right? Yeah, we could just set the regular size to this. Blacken out the bar. I mean, that makes sense. We're just blackening out the bar right now. Then on ready, we go here. Get the node. HUD. Main bar. Visible. Not true. How about false? False. Perfect. If we go over here, it's true. So the bar is going to be right there. Then afterwards, we grab else statements. Oh no, we could just go over here. If return enabled true, get node HUD bar dot, what do we call size? We call it size. Size dot x equal to current temperature. Beautiful. So what should happen when it's completely depleted? Frozen. Abilities stop working. You need to find a heat source to cover. The state only appears once as a demonstration. As a demonstration. Okay. Temperature. State climb, where's that? Oh, it might be it. Ah, please don't put a breakpoint there. That's handling wall stamina. State wall handler. Here we go. Afterwards, clear that. Wall slide. Here's a question. Should both climbing and sliding if temperature enabled handle wall temperature is equal to temperature, not temperature change. We need the current temperature. Going to be minus equal to temperature change, because it's going to be every frame. How do we test that? I don't know. Block. Wall. Then afterwards, player. Enable climb. And then let's. Oops, that's the wrong play button. Yep, that seems. Oh, hey, temperature change. I had something similar on my exam today. Right on. Was it just like chemistry exam today? Grab this. So now we know this works. We just disable that now. That could just go bye-bye. Now what? Oh, we need to make like a furnace. Oh, that's what we need to make. I know, I had an extra high-level maths oral exam today. Sounds like fun. It sounds really fun. Ooh. Area 2D. We're gonna call this furnace. I'm better at math than I like to admit. Well, in my opinion, math is fun. So I like doing math, even though I might find it a little bit difficult. Math is still pretty fun. Water. Take this. Collision. Take rectangular shape. The heck is this remix? Furnace, save, script, create, grab itself. If it enters itself, then we have to check, see if body is in group. In other words, it's the player that we are getting specifically. grapple at the player, and is this exported? It is not. We have to make sure they see that current temperature is a thing. Anyways, body that current temperature equal to, I don't think the maximum. Yeah, no, it isn't. It's not. So body maximum temperature. Oh. So this should completely fill up the bar. There's nothing to distinguish it. He must grab a light then. A point light? You betcha. With this point light, I'm gonna copy both of these. Because I'm too lazy. Hello, asset store. Go away, asset store. I appreciate the brand new asset store made by the Godot engine people, but I am not here for asset store stuff. I am here to make things glow. And with that, where is the glow? The light is not emitting. Is it the modulate that's the issue? Is there like a difference between the two? I'm not seeing any difference if you modulate it. So let's just remove the glow modulate. Saves like one line. One entire line. With that, you take glow itself. And then afterwards, how? It's not a line. Okay. What is the issue with it? Could be that's more. Well. Well, maybe the glow itself is on a different plane of existence. If that's the case, tile set, light mask of 1, glow is a light mask of, well, that's an item coal mask. Wait, didn't I copy this? It's the exact, wow. Okay, that's interesting. It's the exact same thing. Huh. So that's weird. Maybe I could just do this. Right click. Just add 2D. Does that work? Does not work. Now we are getting into some funny business. What? The light is at 0. So it's not this that's the issue. So the fact of the matter is the light is at 0. How is this fixed? Okay, we just brute forced it. Alright, let's do that then. Go. This is not brute forcing. Should be though. Oh. Aha! Ah ha 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 ha! Okay, next things next. We need to make sure that the player knows, even though there's a bar in the top left-hand corner, specifically, we need to make it more obvious to the player that they have low temperature. With this, we could just grab the glow itself, make it temperature labeled equals true. Then afterwards, is it scaled properly? I mean, temperature scale and scale itself is like 2. So we just take this. The glow texture scale. Will equal vector 2. What was it? 1 times specifically current temperature divided by 100. And the same thing for glow light's regular scale. It will just be the same thing. So it virtually should be nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's all it should be. Oh. It crashed. Texture scale is not. Is it? Oh, it is just a flow. Well, then it's 1. Well, 1 times 1 is nothing, so. Ta-da! So now, for the player, temperature is enabled. Oh. Oh, it's so small. We're able to change the temperature thing. Now this should, once dash is no wait, hold on. How much stuff have I done? Oh boy, I've done a lot. Git commit. I'm going to say whirlwind of changes. So what did he do? temperature system, level expansion, hit sound, and anything else I did. Re-implementing a better tutorial. Awesome. 21 files changed. 977 insertions. 179 deletions. Tasty. Very tasty. Let's go ahead and open up the password manager. It's going to push this. You don't need to know this. It's me. It's HIPAA. Perfect. Tell everyone. That's projection programming. Developments branch updated. Bug fixed. Main. Oop. Perfect. So now what? Play from the start. Ow. Oh. Oh, sick. It actually keeps it. And I think that's only because we have a global. So essentially, that's our checkpoint system. And yep. Yep. And this. Oops. You know, this would probably be a good area for all those wind sound effects to be in. The introduction to the furnace. Ooh, doggy, we did a lot in 2 hours. Let's see. So now, let's just take this, and we'll continue. Oh, where is my paintbrush? There you are. There we go. Just want to do this. 3.5 up. Nope, 3.5 up. There you go. Everything should be done. At least a little bit of boost. And afterwards, hole right here. Take that downwards. Big wall right here. A big wall right here. Force the player to jump right here. Then a further jump right here. Should we? I think this is actually a very good place to put in a teaching moment. We might be stretching it out just a little bit, but I think I accidentally put it in, so let's just do it right now. I want to move the furnace right here. Well, No, yeah, this is not a good place for a teaching moment. Probably just want to introduce it to the furnace, have a bunch of levels, do a bunch of stuff, and then we'll put another furnace right there as a restock. Once we've done that, continue on. Probably want to put a temperature as a global. Oops. And then afterwards, beep. I think the problem is that if the player sucks too bad, they won't have a furnace to get to. So I think once the player makes it, it should just be free reign to go to the next level. That should be what happens. Afterwards, paste everything. This is not a scene object, this is a scene level. We don't need to look at that, I believe. This, and you go scene level. Oof. Go, scene level right there. Here. Take this. What should this level be about then? Well, if anything, this level should be about... Oh, I don't know. Maybe it should be about... Beep boop. Right here. And then this. The one thing we want to make this level about is probably about the punishing factor to it. The player has not, it's like too good at the game, then most likely they would not have been punished for that sort of thing. So now, what do we use to cool it off? Is there anything in here? Heat sources. And then nothing. Absolutely nothing. I guess the best thing we could do then is just... yeah, so we just grab this. Oh, that's a 3D scene. Instead of a furnace, we're just going to call this water. And why did I put it as a node? It's in area 2D. With ourselves, we got some water. Collision. Rectangle. This one is going to be a scene object. Add a script. Do this. Signal. Body enter. Specifically this one. If body is in a group player. Grab the body current temperature minus that equal to, I don't know. How much do we want to do? Hello, Tar302. I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? This is minus the by 200. Now we just take this world, we add some water. That's very small water. In the meantime, we'll just increase it. Oh, that's a lot of water. Yeah, I'm having a blast right now, making games. Glad you are able to join me in the YouTube chat. So we got this, fire, cancel. Am I walking into it? Water's right here. Must have forgot something. Enable temperature. Water. Whoa. Hey. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Oh, yeah, it's not supposed to be that big. Guess we have to make a check for that. So, if current temperature is below or equal to 0, then the current temperature should equal 0. This is after we do all the calculations, so it shouldn't, in theory, update after the fact. Well, it is. So what is it exactly doing? Setting the scale by the current temperature. Before the fact, then. Maybe that's the bug. Specifically, that's the bug. Hello, Doggo Psych. Welcome to... What did you send me? Is that a clip of me? Amazing. It's now on your channel? Oh, the horror. It's me going the this, the that, the whatever the heck. Oh, whoops. Not updating. Not updating. Good. That's good. How do we present water? I think that's a question that should be answered. How do we present water? Don't care about this. Maybe a light inverse furnace. We just take these two right here. Copy. Paste. And then afterwards, if we have that light, forced to do this thing. Back to the matter. And then afterwards, subtract. Maybe not subtract. Maybe we just need a different color. You are blue now. Let's see it. I am very much blue. I have a lot of blue. Someone put a lot of blue on me. What do we want to demonstrate with this? Slowness. How do we get slowness? After a certain amount, current temperature if current temperature we want to keep that if statement right there. Speed changes. And then afterwards, fixing of the scale. That's the two things we want to have. If the current temperature is equal, less than or equal to 25. And specifically, we want to take the speed. Where's our speed? Export bar maximum speed as a float equals to 250.0. Now, we'll just unexport this. We don't need to change that. Maximum speed is equal to maximum speed divided by 2. Else speed equals maximum speed. Okay. I think that works. Let's go ahead and test that out. Ugh. It immediately stopped me. Oh. At least I could boost fast enough. It's like an immediate wall. Do I want it to hit an immediate wall? but reduce it a little bit less. Less aggressive, you see. So yeah, you could still feel it. You suck at doing this enough. Now if you run into the furnace. You know what? Game development. I'm an expert game designer. I literally made it so that way you could run into the furnace. So now it does that. We might want to make a global variable, and we'll do that eventually. Eventually, we'll make a global variable for it. As of now, what we probably want to do for funny reasons, current temperature is equal to 0. And we'll put an elif right there. Speed. Ooh. Tar SRS. Thank you so much for the follow. Twitch decided that it wants to shine a bright purple on the screen. And I see my alerts are not working. So we're just gonna delete them. We don't need them. Oh. Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's okay. We'll open up Firefox again, and it should just automatically put me to the page. Yep. YouTube sent me 2 things at the same time. That's awesome. Okay, we're back. We're back in action. Here, let's watch me change my settings. This line here, all the way to the ends. Ta-da! Settings successfully changed. Anyways, speed equals maximum speed divided by 2 for funnies, because I'm just that funny. So now, when we go into this specific dark world, what do we get? I don't know. Let's run into it. Snail's pace. We want to be snail. We want to be slow. That's how we roll. We cannot dash. Is that on purpose or is that on accident? Should be on purpose. You should not be able to do that. So let's fix that right now. Start dash. That's parry. Something we haven't even gotten into yet. So, actual question. Are you just making this game for fun practice, or do you have a bigger goal for it? Funny, you should mention that. I have a bigger goal for it. Currently, there is a sizable team to it, although this is labeled as a hobby project. So essentially, I'm not sure what's going to happen to it. I would like for it to eventually be like on Steam or something. And then afterwards, each one of us gets like revenue share or whatever. For right now, I'm just working on it just to get things going to that end purpose. Like, what do you want to put on your resume? I created one game, and it was a polished experience. 100% polished experience. The only thing is that we kind of need a vertical slice in order to showcase what we're eventually going to do. Oh. And then afterwards, what was I saying? Come back, train of thought. Train of thought's back. So essentially, we need a vertical slice in order to showcase what this game is going to feel like at the end. And in order to have that vertical slice, you gotta make it. Usually, when you're like trying to fundraise for certain things like this, you want to have like a vertical slice demo. So I'm trying to create that demo right now. Any further questions? Which way can I pull this into if there is any further questions? I don't think there's any further questions. Oh, and if I were to fundraise for it, I'd put it on Kickstarter. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah. Yep. People can do this for their own thing. I don't know. Make up a reason if you. For anyone who thinks that doesn't make sense, make up a reason. Here, I'm gonna make up a reason right now. I hate pirate software, so I am making a successful game just to spite him. There. I like lying. Lying is fun. So what's the purpose of this level? Well, I thought I implemented it. Hold on. Dash. Start dash. If temperature. Current temperature. 0. Return. I don't want to dash. Do not dash. Do you stream on anything else besides YouTube or Twitch? Good question. Currently not. If you have any recommendations, I'll be open to hear that. As of now, right now, streaming to none of them. None of the other ones, besides YouTube and Twitch. Oh, you were just following everything? If you have a Mastodon or a Blue Sky, you could go onto that little funny link right below my avatar. And you could look at all my socials. I know I have a TikTok account, but I don't use it at the moment. Here's a good idea. Let's extend this over here. And then add a furnace. With water itself. Do we want to have the water as a consumable? If so, then we don't want it to be completely 200. Consumes. False. And water consumed is true. Then afterwards you take, or false. Water consumes is going to equal true after that. If water consumes is true, get node glow dots. This is glow, so it's the texture size. Wait, hold on. Low. So get node. I guess get node. You use that if you're uncertain something happens, but you could also use $sign followed by the path if you're certain something's there. I didn't know you could do that. Or I didn't know that's how it works. I'm going to do that from now on now. Low lights dot scale equals 0. Oh wait, hold on, wrong way around. So consume the water. Drink. It's gone. You do not have enough jump height to make this. But there was something to the left. What was it? It's a furnace. Take it. Danny was thirsty. Very much thirsty. He drank so much water he turned slow. Now, once we got the heat all the way up, he's able to jump up here. Do we want a level transition after that? Well, it's very slow. A speedrunner would most likely want to go get the furnace first. So let's just put the furnace just outside the radius. Well, with the water itself. We have to make sure that the water... Would it matter if they're able to jump over the water? It's a matter of skill expression if they do jump over the water. Level transition. Perfect. Now, subtract all of this. Seems level. Take this. Water the furnace, the level transition. Now here's the interesting part. If I were to find the thing here, though. We can paste. Move everything. Should probably reintroduce the spikies. Oops. Reintroduce spikes. Remove these. These. Put them right there. First, enable that. Turn the temperature, let's bump that up to 100. These tests run this scene. This scene. Well, you could probably make it. And afterwards... do the same thing again. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Put some... Put some water down. Do the same thing. Only this time you shouldn't be able to make it. Should probably up the temperature. It's 200. Go. Does the water get rid of the furnace effect? Good question. It should be... That's essentially what it is. You have the thing right here. It's the variable right here. Yes, you have the temperature right here. So essentially what the water is supposed to do is lower the temperature while the furnace, always being on, basically heats you up, essentially. Once you get too cold, that's when it starts affecting you. And that's apparently what's in the design document. That's what we are making. To answer a question, like, yes. And vice versa. Cool. Yeah, very cool. I don't want to force a player to take a hit. It's not good game design. Okay, but what if they somehow use 2 because they panicked or whatever? They won't be able to make this jump afterwards. That's the case, then this would be the room where we introduce diverging paths. Take a small hole, put it all the way down. Here is your level transition. Bonus levels. Or at least the main levels. If you are so skilled as to avoid the water, or if you... decrease to 100. If you're so skilled as to avoid the water and avoid the spikes, you make it over the spikes one more time, then in that case, level transition right here. We'll have it dark world, regular dark world. Grab these. Copy. Paste. Move all of that trash. And Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Ta-da. In the meantime, that is level 12. Should probably remove all that. Oh, how did I miss that one? Player gonna be pulled. And because I'm really funny. There you go. Can't escape this now. Should have been skilled. Idiot. Dead center. Alright, that's how we're gonna leave that one for now. On to the next one. Dark World. 011. What do we call them? I'm gonna call these worlds B-sides because I'm not creative. What do we call it in the level? B? This probably doesn't matter. B-sides are always a cool, simple name. Yeah, definitely. I've been playing too much cassette beasts. And, like, the B-sides are, like, the other side of the tape. I think it's pretty cool. Capital B? Nah, lowercase b. And then if we have bonus levels within the bonus levels, well, then we're probably making too much content. But if that were the case, I'd probably call it a C-side. Paste. Remove everything. Let's do this, actually. Because I don't want to keep copying and pasting the same thing and then removing everything. We'll just take this. Copy everything. One more time. Level template. Or Dark World template. Paste all of that there. Set the scene levels, we'll just save it. A new folder called this one over here. Don't think we need this one or this one anymore. Or this one for that matter. Oh, this is bump and chiptune. So this side route, let's make it so that way. It's just Spike City. Not exactly like the cavern. Let's give you 100. 100. Temperature. You'll have to maneuver this pretty specifically. Make sure this is possible. This is up. Is this even the right one? No, it isn't. Boop. Yep. It is possible. possible doing it straight as well. That's what we wanted to do. Let's move this up this way. Place a furnace. Move it down. Then afterwards, once we're done, more spikes. Have them jump the gap. Once we jump the gap, more ever so specific platforming involving spikes. Good luck, loser. Whatever. Ow. Oh. The only checkpoint is back here. Whoa. I'm gonna make the last one a little bit longer than the others. Just to make it a little strenuous. Level transition. Roads. Get a weapon. No, 2. Copy everything here. Paste. Anything different that we want? Well, he probably wants a very funny section. We have to vault over the water. Also, this goes left now. Why not? I got tired of only going right. And afterwards, player temperature. Give you ample opportunity to be able to vault over. Once we're specifically done with that, let's go up. Boom. Bam. That might be too close. So let's just... yeah, that'll work. A little better. And then afterwards we put our level transition right here. Did we fill our level transitions actually? This one will go to B side. This one, we'll just go to 12. Now with those two going like that. Bah! I can run this in a browser. Whoa. Well, nothing's gonna happen if it's... These aren't enabled. Ta-da. And then one last B level. Dark Worlds 11B03. Good thing it's got in threes. This one will be the exact same thing, the only difference being you are falling. Scroll. 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 This is enough time to react. Well, that's not the right level. There we go. Oh no, let's just... place speckies on the wall. You've seen this before in a previous level. Take this, go down, all the way down, 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 way down. Keep going down. So we hit the floor, which case haven't hit any of the water. Should be able to climb out. And then we'll take this one, go into the regular one. Ah! All right. Scroll this down. Right here. Down, down. Oh. What do you mean? Okay. Modify anchor. What? go. Now let's add the water. There. Huh. Yeah, dunk. Very funny. Right. Now time to do this level. With this level itself, probably have to commit this first. This one is gonna be with more stages. Water. B-side levels. And templates. What else? Merge. Merge? Merge. More. Is that really it? Well, that's a lot. Let's see. I'm at a loss what to do next. I'm literally at a loss. I do not know what to do next. Oh, we need to enable these two. Oh. Very funny bug. Yes. I'm at a loss for what to do next. I don't know the next plan of action. I've not thought this far ahead. I have not thought this far ahead at all. Okay, so... I don't know what to do now. I have so many levels. I think that'll be it, to be honest. Yeah. I think we're done here. That's literally like, I'm at a loss for words as to what to do next. As to what could be done next, because I've done everything on my checklist for today. So I think that's it. Essentially, that's... yeah. That's basically it. Stream's over. The people on Twitch got a button that allows you to go somewhere else. Here. Whatever game developers are happening right now. That guy's not programming in Unreal. He's clearly just playing modded Minecraft. It's literally what he's doing. Horror game about flipping a coin. I think you should all go watch this one. Oh, this one's offline. Darn. Anyone I'm following that's on right now? You know what? It says live, but it's not. How do I refresh it? Aha, it's a struggle. How about... oh, for the love of... refresh. Maybe I'll find places I can raid that isn't broken. Does this one look good? Well, it's Godot engine of some kind. So here. For Twitch people... oh, I cannot do that. Nah. I don't think I'm old enough to do a raid yet. Or at least my account is not old enough to do that. Oh well. Since that's not working, I think that's all we're going to be doing for today. The defaults for specifically raids have been set to like 30-day account age only. And I don't know how I could like see if I'm eligible to do a raid for something like that. But y'all have been lovely. Y'all have been very kind. Love talking to you. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.